Hey yo, what's up guys? NFL RV here, coming to with another video, and in today's video we're gonna be doing the counting down the top 32 teams, in the most interesting top 32 teams in this year's off season, guys. And guys, before y'all watch this, comment down below what do you guys think is gonna be the least interesting one and the most interesting one. Personally, we all know the most interesting one. My favorite team. You already know. Yeah, let's not spoil it though. Y'all know my favorite team? Yes, get into it though. But number 32. Some of y'all probably aren't gonna guess it. Some of y'all probably did guess it. The Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings were a disappointment in 2018, but the talent is still there. The problem with fixing the offensive line is Kirk Cousins' deal limits cap room. And their cap room is $5.3 million. Not a lot, because they really need to sign some offensive linemen. They're in a tough NFC North with Chicago's defense. Yeah, they're gonna definitely need some offensive line help. And then 31 is the Atlanta Falcons, which they went 7-9, and the biggest need is a offensive line guard, because the Falcons' big move came when they gave the franchise tag to defensive tackle Grady Jarrett. The running back depth is also a concern since Tevin Coleman is most likely going to leave, guys. Yeah, they definitely need some running back too, but I think it's the guard they need the most. They have $7.4 million in cap room. Not a lot, but they really need to sign that guard if they want to get their running back going. And then 30 is the Chicago Bears, which they were 12-4, and the cap space is $15.6 million, which is okay, but like, yeah, if they have some big contracts coming up, you're gonna need to pay them. And the biggest need is a kicker. Y'all already know the memes about Cody Parkey. Yeah, they're gonna need a kicker, but they're probably gonna need a veteran kicker. I'm not saying you go out and sign Adam Vinatieri because he's already signed to the Indianapolis Colts, and you already know GOAT kicker. He's in the Hall of Fame. You already know he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Alright, and then at 29, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The cap space really limited, $1.7 million. Yeah, the Buccaneers need a secondary. The Bucs could not stop anyone from passing the ball last season, and impact safety or corner help would be great. Maybe both if they can clear enough cap space to afford them. They really need a secondary, guys. Like I said, they got torn apart last year in the past game. But with that $1.7 million cap room, I don't know what they can do. And then the Carolina Panthers, they went 7-9. They're in a tough NFC South, and their cap room is $15.2 million, and they do need a really good pass rusher, guys. You know, they banked on the 38-year-old Julio Peppers as a key pass rusher, and he just retired, guys. So yeah, improving the offensive line front of Cam Newton is key as well. They need some offensive linemen too, but pass rusher is the most needed one. And then, guys, the Denver Broncos, 6-10. Their cap space is $23.5 million. The biggest need is offensive line. So they got their quarterback for next year, Joe Flacco. So they're gonna need the guard. They're gonna need to give him some offensive line help. And you already know the Case Keenum trade. He's gonna be going to Redskins. But yeah, guys, and coming in at 26 is the Chargers. $25.1 million cap room. That's okay, but for their 12-4 record, if they want to keep up that 12-4 record, they can definitely need that offensive lineman for their Hall of Fame quarterback. And depending on how much time the market goes for some free agents, linebacker, guys, the linebacker core is also a priority too. They definitely need some linebackers, but I think definitely the most thing is offensive line. You need to keep you need to keep their quarterback up. He can pass the ball because he's a really good quarterback. I forget his name, so I'm saying that. I know he's a really good quarterback though, and because they got some solid wide receiver trios, really good running back. They need more offensive linemen to get that going. And then the Detroit Lions, 6-10, they have 35.4 million in cap room. Guys, they need a corner. Y'all might be like, oh, they have Darius Slay, but his impact is lessened if the Lions cannot figure out the other cornerback spot. It's an offseason of Matt Patricia adding guys to fit his system. Guys, if Detroit wants to run anything in that tough NFC North, they're going to definitely need a elite corner, because you got Aaron Rodgers gonna just destroy you. You face against him 2 times a year. You need to guard him. And then you got number 24, the Philadelphia Eagles. They went 9-7, and they got $20.6 million in cap room. And the biggest need's a corner, back-to-back corners, guys. But yeah, the Eagles won't have as many cornerback injuries as they did last year, but they definitely won't hurt, guys. They definitely do need a corner, because let's just say they kind of in a little bit of a toughy division. And they also do need a running back, and you guys already know the rumors going on about Jordan Howard. Yeah, he's probably not going to be in Chicago next year. And personally, I think he's going to land in Philadelphia, and so do a lot of other people. Because honestly, him in Philadelphia, really, that could really do really good. I think he'd be pretty solid. And 23, the Cincinnati Bengals with $50.5 million in cap room, a lot of cap room, but not compared to yours, Indianapolis Colts. The Bengals have plenty of good needs, but they do need a linebacker, and they could also work on getting an actually a head coach and winning a playoff game. But yeah, guys, they really do need a offensive line. I mean, not offensive line. They really do need a linebacker. Just used to saying offensive line, guys. Because they do have Vontez Burfict. I think, yeah, I said his name right. Because you already know he flattens people, but he's getting to that age. Yeah, and the Titans' biggest need, the Titans number 22, the Tennessee Titans. They went 9-7. The cap space is $45.7 million. The biggest need is to stop Andrew Luck, because Andrew Luck is 11-0 against them. That's not the biggest need. That is probably the biggest need, but not position-wise. So the biggest need is a receiver/tight end, guys. Tight end Delaney Walker's coming off a major injury and probably near the end of his career. And there's no legitimate number 2 receiver to go with Corey Davis. Marcus Mariota needs better targets, because you already know he's a draft bust. Yeah, but they really do need some more receivers, because they had no elite receivers last year, and Andrew Luck, Pure this year, guys. You already know Colts corner, as he really put a show on against the Titans receivers. Honestly, locked him down. Y'all already know I'm a Colts fan. I hate the Tennessee Titans so much with the passion. It's fun to see them get locked down. Alright, and then number 21 is the what team was that? Is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cap space. Wow, Jacksonville. Wow. 263 $1,000 in cap. Yeah. They are expecting to get a quarterback. They need a quarterback. Blake Bortles is awful quarterback. They need a new quarterback. They have to run in AFC South, which is really tough division, run by the Colts. And Texans next year, it's going to run by the Colts. You already know, 16-0. But yeah, Jacksonville really does need a quarterback, because they really had all the talent in the world last year. They went from 12-4, going to the conference championship game, barely losing against New England, to being one of the worst teams in the NFL. And if they really do want some more cap room, just release some players, trade some players. Personally, I've been hearing Jalen Ramsey rumors about him going to Detroit, which I really think that would make sense, because really that would be an honest horrible for any quarterback. That would really stop Aaron Rodgers in my opinion. And number 20, you got Arizona Cardinals, which they went 3-13. The cap space is 39.6 million. The biggest need is a receiver, guys. Larry Fitzgerald cannot play forever. He's getting to the end of his career, and the Cardinals need pass catches for Cliff's for their offense. The offensive line is priority as well, and the rumors are if they do draft Kyler Murray, which I kind of think they will because Josh Rosen's now on the trade block, I think they're going to definitely draft a quarterback. They might trade down, maybe keep a quarterback, but yeah, they do need a receiver, in my opinion, because they do get any quarterback next year, probably Kyler Murray. They're going to need a really good receiver because Larry Fitzgerald's getting to the end of his career. He's probably in his maybe last year of playing, he probably has 2 more years left or something like that. And number 19 is the Miami Dolphins, which they went 7-9, and their cap space is 16.4 million. Wow. And their biggest need probably is a quarterback. With this new with Ryan Tannehill's on it. With Ryan Tannehill, he's not been elite this year. They really do need a quarterback. I think they should trade up in the draft if they're maybe worried about getting a good quarterback. They definitely need a quarterback. And then number 18 is the New York Giants, and their cap space is 24.2 million. And this one's kind of debatable between a quarterback and a pass rusher. But I decided pass rusher because they probably do need a pass rusher more, because they really have a decent quarterback in Eli Manning. I think he's really underrated. I really think he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. Because he just has rings. He has passing yards, passing touchdowns. His career really good. So the Giants were second to last in the NFL with 30 sacks. So a rusher would really help, and it also sold an offensive lineman to open the holes there for Saquon Barkley. They already have their franchise running back in Saquon Barkley. They just need to help him get more yards. And then number 17 is the Seattle Seahawks, and the record is 10-6. Cap space 33 million, and the biggest need is defensive line. And Seattle Seahawks, remember the Legion of Boom? Yeah, Legion of Boom has fell out. Yeah, and number 16 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their record is 9-6-1, and the cap space is 11.8 million. And the biggest need is a corner, guys, because this secondary is honestly being teared up, and they really are a talented team. I do not know what's happening to them this offseason with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. They really need, the biggest need is probably a really good leader in the locker room, but it's corner. Number 15 is the Washington Redskins, and they have 15.9 million, and I'm gonna say quarterback still, because they did get Case Keenum from the Denver Broncos, and with Alex Smith's injury, he's probably not gonna come back. There was a really hard-hitting injury, and I just did a weed sound at my house. But yeah, they really do need a quarterback. Because I don't think Case Keenum is going to be their answer for the next 2 years. I think they're going to probably use Case Keenum next year. Get it, then they're going to get another new quarterback. Draft a new quarterback, probably Tua Tagovailoa, and they back in playoffs. Number 14 is the New Orleans Saints. You already know, probably should have been the Super Bowl champs, but they got robbed. They went 13-3, and the cap space is 9.1 million. And they need a receiver, guys. The reason the Saints were desperately signed Dez Bryant and Brandon Marshall last season. Michael Thomas is great, but he needs some help. Honestly, Drew Brees Hall of Famer, because he leads the NFL in passing yards. He's gonna need some more help if he wants to get higher and higher in those record books. I think they need a receiver. Number 13 is the 10-6 Baltimore Ravens, and they went 10-6, and their cap space is 57.6 million. They do need a receiver after releasing Michael Crabtree, the number 1 receiver. Some people will be saying DK Metcalf. Personally, I don't think DK is gonna fall that low for them. But yeah, they're gonna need Lamar Jackson. They're really mobile quarterback to get some help so he can stay in the pocket more. Number 12 is the Green Bay Packers. They went 6-9-1, and their cap space is 33.4 million. And I say their biggest need is a guard because the Packers already have a franchise quarterback in Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers needs to return back to the playoffs. He's a really elite quarterback. He's been underrated because he's been on a really less talented Green Bay Packers. I do think they do need a decent secondary receiver, but they already have a really good Devontae David Adams, I want to say his name is. They're a good receiver, and they really do need they need to keep Aaron Rodgers up if they want him to produce, because he's in a tough division with the Chicago Bears. Defensive line gonna go after him. Yeah, they're gonna definitely need a guard. And then number 11 is the 49ers. Their record's 4-12. The biggest need is a linebacker with that $69 million cap space. They can definitely need a linebacker. But after Reuben Foster's release, getting an edge rusher would be a good idea too. And they'll be in a mix. Too many talented safeties in the market too. I think they might get Earl Thomas, but with that low pick they have, probably need a linebacker. I think that's what they're gonna get. And then 10, New York Jets, 4-12. Their cap space is $99 million. Oh, that's a lot of money, by the way. And then the biggest need is offensive line. They really have a okay quarterback. I think his talent was not shown fully. Sam Darnold, because horrible Jets offensive line, really mediocre running game, really mediocre receiver. I think Josh Allen is stuck on a talentless team. I think if they do get this offensive line, fixed up, they have a really low pick. I think they could get a really good offensive line, fix every problem, and Sam Darnold could start stealing more. And then number 9 is the Cleveland Browns. Their record is 7-8-1. They cap space is $82 million, and they need offensive tackles, guys. After Joe Thomas has retired, they really not had an elite offensive line as they used to. Joe Thomas, the GOAT, you already know. And they need, because they got their franchise quarterback Baker Mayfield setting records already as a rookie. And they have a lot of cap room, $82 million. So they could definitely need some help for Baker Mayfield because they already have a GOAT, and yeah, he just needs to produce more. And number 8 is the New England Patriots, 11-5. They cap space is $20.5 million. And the biggest need is the defensive lineman, as Trey Flowers will be one of the NFL's biggest free agents, and defensive tackle Malcolm Brown and Danny Shelton also are free agents too. The Patriots really might need a kicker too, so in my opinion, I think they do need to get that defensive line because they really need that elite defense for Tom Brady. And guys, since we're about halfway through the video, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I did get a little drink break because my throat hurts from talking. Tell me what y'all think about it below, and I will be right back for a second. I'm gonna text my mother. As y'all can see, my phone's been going off. Hold on. Just skip like a minute or so. I sorry guys, I had to text our mom. So number 7 is the Buffalo Bills, and so their record was 6-10. Their cap space was 70. Their cap space is 77.3 million, and the biggest need is a skill position because they really do not have more talent. They do need some receivers, tight ends, running back, because honestly, Josh Allen can throw this ball really deep, and he's I think Josh Allen's going to be one of the better rookies out last year's draft, because his talent in the Buffalo Bills is not that good. If he went to some team like Patriots, I think he would honestly be an MVP winner coming up, because they just need some more talent around him, receivers, running backs, and they should be good. Number 6, the Houston Texans, 11-11. The cap space is 68.4 million, and their biggest needs offensive line in AFC South with tough division. In the tough division, there is Colts, Titans, and Jaguars. You're gonna have some scary defenses, as you are gonna have Darius Leonard coming after you. You're gonna have, I don't want to name from Titans because Titans are irrelevant. Jaguars, or I think that dude's a free agent. I forget, guys. But yeah, Deshaun Watson just got destroyed last year. Their offensive line allowed 62 sacks, and Watson did not get enough credit for his for all his hits he had to take, and they just really have talent, and they have enough cap room to really fix this offensive line. And I think they could be a really good team if they just fix that offensive line, because they really already have the best receiver in the NFL, DeAndre Hopkins. And number 5 is the Dallas Cowboys, 10-6. The cap room is 28.4 million, and the biggest need is a receiver. As after they got at the deadline Amari Cooper, you guys seen this this team just immediately turned around, got better. They faced against the Colts, got shut out, and yeah, they really do need that. They really do need that receiver, because Dak Prescott is a okay quarterback, but he just needs some receiver help behind that. And number 4 is the Los Angeles Rams. Their record is 13-3. They have 35.3 million cap room. That's pretty good for a Super Bowl contending team. And the biggest need is an edge rusher, guys, as they honestly have the best defense in the NFL, in my opinion. They just need that edge rusher for this elite defense. They already have really, really, really good defense, like Aaron Donald. They just need that. And then number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs, 12. They went 12-4. The cap space is 8.9 million, and they do need some corners. Secondary, they need secondary, and they need some corners. But in this in this free agency, there's a lot of safeties too. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably pick up some safeties, because they really need them safeties, because Tom Brady teared them apart. I think if they had elite safeties and elite corners last year, I think they could have been the Super Bowl champs. And then number 2 is the Oakland Raiders. They are 4-12. Their cap space is 69.5 million. And the biggest need is a lot. But I compared them all down, and they need a pass rusher. Yet the Raiders traded a pass rusher last year, Cleo Mack. The Raiders had 13 sacks, which were 17 fewer than any of the NFL's teams from last season. But since they are so poor on the roster, they aren't many contacts on the book keep them from spending big. John Gruden could use it in the offseason. The Raiders aren't very good, but they are certainly interesting. With all those picks, I definitely think they will get a good pass rusher. Number 1, guys, I'm not lying. It's my Indianapolis Colts. I got this from the internet. And you already know the internet doesn't lie. It's from an NFL official website, just so y'all know, because I know there's going to be some salty fans saying, "You just putting this on here because it's your team." It's not. Trust me. And number 1 is the Indianapolis Colts. The record is 10-6, guys. And they have the most cap room in the NFL. The $105.8 million to spend. They already have the franchise quarterback. They have the best offensive line in the NFL, and they made a Hall of Fame offensive line coach come out of retirement. The Colts are a scary team. They have the best offensive line. They have Marlon Mack, who's going to be an honest beast next year. And the Colts' biggest need is a second receiver for T.Y. Hilton, because T.Y. Hilton's an honest beast. He's a number 1 receiver definitely, but they do need a second receiver, because they already got their franchise tight end Eric Ebron. Lions fans salty. 13 touchdowns. Let me just remind you that, Lion fans, have fun at the bottom of your guys' division. And they do have a really good running back in Marlon Mack. And yeah, I really do think the Colts need a more receiver help, because Angel, honestly, for just having just T.Y. Hilton and Eric Ebron to throw the pass to, he threw for 39 touchdowns. That's a lot. That's more than some quarterbacks have thrown in their whole career that are right now starters. Wow. Think about that. Let that sink in for a second. Colts are Super Bowl contending teams. They have the second youngest roster in the NFL. Most cap room in the NFL. The best offensive line coach ever in NFL history. Let that sink in for you guys. Colts are back. And they are back to win the Super Bowl. Let's just end the video off with that.